And now, here's your host of Shaping Success, Wes Tankersley.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to Shaping Success. I'm your host, Wes Tankersley. This is the raw, unedited, uncut version of Shaping Success that comes out every Wednesday. My buddy Jay, who I am co-host of One Drink Wednesday with, it is Wednesday. We do One Drink Wednesday every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Well, he edits my regular interviews, but this is not an interview episode. This is me just rambling about something that I am going through right now, and I want you to hear about it. This is kind of a little bit long form, more of what I do on TikTok. Make sure that you click that link in my bio, hit the link tree, and go and follow me everywhere you can follow. If you follow me with the Shaping Success on Facebook, we have the SWC hashtag SWC Success Warrior Crew Facebook page. We also have TikTok, which I've got the most followers out of everywhere, which is amazing. The growth on TikTok is awesome. The support and people that I have found there. And a few of them are going to be on the podcast, which you've heard. Wolf K, Nikki Pavlovich will be on. Ashley K will be on. AJ at some point will be on. Nick is her name, but I will... We got to work on her a little bit, but some super cool people that I have met on TikTok who have inspirational stories. And I just got done interviewing someone from TikTok as well, talking about surviving sexual abuse, which is a very important topic that I think that she wanted to share her story, and I wanted to help her get it out there. So make sure that you're following us on all platforms. Do a 5-star review if you like it. If you don't like it, let me know. Wes@westankersley.com. Today I wanted to talk to you about procrastination, because I'm a big procrastinator and I'm trying to work on that. I'm a person of process. I do things based on processes, right? So I have a daily routine. I kind of schedule a lot of things throughout my day. I live by my calendar. It's a little bit rough for me because my wife doesn't really live by her calendar like I do, because everything is pretty sporadic with her. She does have things that she needs to do, but the hierarchy of importance for me is to make sure that I'm following those things. And if I don't, then I sometimes have a bad day. It's kind of tough. So for the last, maybe 10 years now, I've been getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and that's my quiet time. I get to do something for for an hour, go downstairs, drink coffee, play on my iPad, play some games, listen to a podcast, those types of things. And I've just been doing that. That's just the way that my life has been. Well, recently, I decided, those of you know me and have known that I've struggled with my weight for a very long time. I've been through a bunch of different things. I've dieted and exercised pretty much my whole life. I've always been a big person. I'm 6'3", and at one point I'd been 350 pounds. I'd gone down to 290. I'd gone down to 260, and then ballooned back up over and over again. And so about 5 years ago, I decided that I was going to have bariatric surgery. It was recommended to me by my doctor. And for those of you who think that that's an easy way out, I have to tell you, you are completely wrong. It's not an easy way out, but the thing is old habits die hard, and it's very hard to continue down that path over and over again if you can't find something that you can be consistent in. And I can tell you that 100% of the time, it's calories in versus calories out. It's the quantity or the quality of the calories, not the quantity of the calories. And really, I've had a hard time struggling with that. My bariatric doctor wants me on a keto diet, which I can do. I am basically a carnivore, but I do not like fruits and vegetables, so it's very tough for me to eat those. I like coffee. I like to have an occasional drink every now and then. And those are just those places where there's some things that you have to make changes for. I've always been an active person. I played 3 sports in high school, and the activity has just gone down. I was a physical education teacher for 4 years, and I was able to work out and move and play with the kids, play basketball if I wanted to, go into the weight room, lift weights, and do those things. Well, this new job that I have, it's not really new. It's 3 years old now. It's a little less physical. I drive around a lot, and my activity levels are lower. And I used to preach to kids about being able to find ways to do physical activity. And I'm not taking my own advice. So I've decided that not only am I going to try and eat a little bit better than what I have been, I'm not strictly keto as much as I should be, but I try to eat the majority of that as a high protein diet, low carb, and I'm going to start exercising more. So 5 days ago, I set out on this journey. The procrastination was over. I kept telling myself I need to be in the right headspace to make this happen. But I was listening to David Goggins' book, which I have been for the last 2 weeks, You Can't Hurt Me. And listening to some of the things that he's gone through has made me really think and realize that procrastination is a time suck. And what I mean by that is if you procrastinate, you spend more time not doing what you need to do, you've wasted a lot of time that you have. So I have wasted for the last 10 years an hour playing games on my iPad. I mean, that's not all I was doing, but playing games on my iPad in the morning when I could be doing something else, where I could put my priority on something that is more beneficial to myself. And with that, I need to take care of my health. Growing to 21,000 followers, almost 22,000 followers on TikTok was a tough feat, but I spend a lot of my time in the morning answering comments and going through those things, and then playing games on my iPad, listening to podcasts and things like that. Well, if I took the playing the games out and I took the commenting on TikTok out, I could rearrange my schedule to add an exercise, and that's what I did. I have an hour of wasted time that I procrastinated on doing something that I knew I should do, and I've made a shift. It's not easy because I'm so used to the things that I do, but I found ways to help myself get through that. And what I have done, and it's not perfect. I've done it for 5 days now. The plan is to make this a lifetime change. So I'll always have an exercise bike in my garage, and I feel like I can always do at least 1 hour on the bike and some other types of exercises if I have time. But it starts with putting one foot in front of the other and getting on that bike and starting to pedal out. So Sunday I made the change, and I have shifted my 5 o'clock routine every day on the week to going out and getting on the bike right off the bat and doing it and getting it out of the way. I had an awesome interview that will be coming out with a friend of mine named Robert Watson. And he told me, because he always posts on TikTok and Instagram, these are how many straight days I've been running and some of the exercises that he does. And then he gives you kind of an inspirational quote, which I enjoy getting them every single morning and listening to them. But what he basically said was, I said, so why do you run? And why do you tell people that you do it every day? And he basically told me that it was an accountability thing, for one, letting people know that. And then he said, why do you run? And it's because he hates it. And I was like, what? You hate it? That's why you do it? And he said, I figure if I can do something that I hate first thing in the morning, the very number one thing that I do, and get that out of the way, it's going to make the rest of my day a breeze. And I can't say that I hate riding my bike, but I don't enjoy exercising like I enjoy other things. And so to be able to get that out of the way first thing in the morning, to do that has been a relief to me, because I get up at 5 now and I go out and I do it. And it's done and it's over with, and I don't have to worry about it. Now, if I want to exercise more, if I want to go play some tennis, if I want to go shoot some baskets, if I want to go for a walk, I've already got some exercise in, and it's an added bonus. So that's the way that I really look at it. And I think that we procrastinate on a lot of things, and we sit there and we say, well, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it when I'm ready. Well, there's no time like the present. And think about all the time that you have wasted. If I added all that time up, I guarantee you it's quite a few days that I could have been doing something that is a little bit more beneficial for me, and beneficial for my family, and beneficial for everyone around me. So it is tough. It is hard to get up every morning and change that routine for me, because I am so regimented in everything that I do, but I have found a way to do it. And that's what I want to challenge you to do. Find a way to do the things that you need to do. Think about what you're doing and what is the barrier that is holding you back. I've recently started writing a book about my life and the things that I've been through and why I am the way that I am. And I have a friend who was telling me, how do you do this and how do you get started? And I think that it's really simple. I think that the answer to that question is really simple. You just have to dig a little bit deeper. Do it. That's it. Do it. I started podcasting 3 years ago. I was putting in the doc the order of the episodes that I have coming out, the people that I have that are on deck to interview, the stuff that I have in the reserve that hasn't even been published yet. And I was amazed that the year is almost over, and I have put out an episode every single Monday for the last year. I put out an episode every single Monday for the last 2 years. I put out an episode every single Monday for the last 3 years. Now, some of them are classic episodes, but there's been episodes out. There have been people that I've interviewed. There are times like this where I do some bonus type episodes and just get this out and talk to you about what's going on. But I wouldn't be as good at what I do without doing it. I've stuck with it. I've continued to do it over and over again. And even if it never makes me a dime, I'm going to continue to do it until it does. And that's the thing. People want to start a podcast. People want to read a book. People want to go exercise. People want to do whatever it is, but you have to get started. A great book for you to read would be Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. He talks about 10,000 hours to be proficient at anything that you do. 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours. Think about that. What have you spent time on in your life that you've done 10,000 hours of work to be proficient in what you're doing? I got to be getting close, I'm telling you, because I feel so much more comfortable talking to people. I feel so much more comfortable interviewing people. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty damn good at this. And I want to continue to do it. I want to continue to be better at it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice over and over again. And every episode I do, every person I interview is one step closer to perfection, one step closer to those 10,000 hours, one step closer to being better every single day. So all I can tell you is you may not be good at it at first. You may be scared to do it. You may not be able to make it perfect the first time, but that's not what it's about. What it's about is doing it. Perfection is something that is, it doesn't matter if you believe in a higher power, but in my mind, there is only one person who is perfect, and I am not that person. So I can sit here and I can tell you all the things that I am doing wrong, but I'm doing them. So get out there today, follow your dreams, stop procrastinating, because it's a time suck. I hope that you have a great day. I hope that this reaches you somewhere and makes you want to just dig deeper. And if you need some inspiration, I'm telling you what, you need to listen to David Goggins' You Can't Hurt Me. I listen to a lot of different books, but that one right there, what that guy went through, will inspire you to do more. And he'll tell you, it comes from within. Motivation is something that comes from within. You have to be motivated to do it. You have to be motivated to work harder. You have to be motivated to set forth for those goals that you're planning to do. You have to put the one foot forward. So take that small step today. Think about what you're talking about. See the end result and push yourself to be better. Love you guys. Hope you have a great day.